It's another Cymru
Connection.
Elis thinks his tactics are sheer
Perfection.
but his questions have one direction. Where did you go to school? Do you know Daffy Evans? No. Come on, mate, you must do. No, we've never met at all.
That's right, it's time for the Cymru Connection. The daffodils are blooming, the red dragon is roaring, and the Welsh harps are harping. It's time to embrace our Welsh brethren and see if Elis can connect to one of his fellow country people. It's time for the Cymru Connection.
I did a Wolverhampton connection the other day.
That's not the game.
I was at Euston, and 2 listeners to the show came up to me and said, "Hello, love the show, John. I love producer Dave." I said, "Where are you from?" They said, "Wolverhampton." I said, "Do you know my friend Tom?" And she said, "Yes, I'm a podiatrist. I do his mother's feet."
Oh, there we go.
Oh, sun lounger inside.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
If only you could do the same with your own kinsfolk, Elis.
Yeah.
Your success rate has plummeted in the last few weeks. A man who proudly claims he can find a connection to anyone in Wales is now sitting on a 50% win rate.
Ooh.
Things were looking good at the start of last week's connecting, and only 30 seconds in, Elis thought he had found a link through caller Sean's agent, who had also looked after Mike Bubbins. But Sean was having none of it, and on we went with more fruitless connecting. Do you know Mike Doyle? No. Do you know Connor Roberts? No. Elis was crushed to learn that the connections that Sean was sitting on were Alan Curtis, with whom he had sold life insurance, and Pete Jones, a.k.a. Welsh Pete, with whom Sean had gone to school. Elis had failed to ask about Sean's schooling, and a crucial, unattainable win had slipped through his fingers once again. That brings Elis's stats to a perilous 8 successful connections from 16 attempts. Fail to connect this week, and Elis is staring down the barrel of 2 undesirable accolades. The first hat-trick of failures, and the first slip to below 50%. Can this be avoided? Well, let's find out. We have a caller on the line, Elis.
Okay. Carl Donnelly, the great comedian, who's a friend of ours, me and John, he once told me that he had like a 3 bad gig and out rule. Yeah. If he ever had 3 bad gigs on the trot, he was going to just quit comedy. Now, this would be the hat trick of failed connections, would it?
Yeah.
So by the Donnelly protocol, I'm in trouble here.
Yeah, you've got to pull it out of the bag.
Okay.
We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello there, it's a pleasure to meet you. The next voice you hear will be that of so-called Welshman Elis James, and he will attempt to make a connection with you. We've got 60 seconds. The time starts now.
What's your name?
Hugh Williams.
Where are you from, Hugh?
Bangor.
Which school do you go to?
Ysgol Tryfan.
Iawn, okay. So siarad Cymraeg.
Yndw, tad.
How old are you?
34.
34, okay. What university did you go to?
I went to Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama in Cardiff.
Oh my God, Royal Welsh College. 34, did you go at 18?
Yes.
What's your instrument?
I play the double bass.
Steve Black, Sweeper Boo.
Yes.
There we go.
That's a clean win.
Like it.
That's clean.
Brilliant.
That was so clean.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's satisfying.
Yeah.
Shake my hand. Shake my hand. That was absolutely fantastic.
How do you know the connection, Who?
I currently play in Griff Reese's band, so I took over from Steve in that band. So I play Steve's bass lines.
Oh my
nights.
God, that's massive.
This is huge.
Okay. That felt good.
Yeah, I felt that.
And I worked with Steve. I've known Steve for a very long time.
So what's Steve's full name, sorry?
Steve Black.
Steve Black.
I worked with him for a long time.
That was clinical.
That was clinical.
That might be. I mean, and maybe it's a Statman Ross question at some point.
He's a little bit younger than me, Hugh.
In fact, that's not your fastest. You've done a faster one, but it was fast.
How do you feel, Hugh?
I feel great. I felt the pressure there after hearing the three gig rule and out kind of thing. I'm just glad this feature could carry on.